Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft 1.18. And today, I am going to be working on expanding the village out into the water. So last episode, I worked on building this lighthouse right over here. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect up a bunch of birchwood, because I want to use a combination of birchwood and maybe even some jungle wood. And I'm going to be building some houses out here in the water to kind of extend the village out here. Now, I've got two buildings over here where villagers can live, but I want to get some more, and I want to kind of build a water area. I also want to build a dock for these boats over here. I do have all the sugarcane, which I might actually get rid of some of the sugarcane and move it somewhere else, because it is cool to have it here for getting like a bunch of sugarcane, but it doesn't really look the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of a bunch of the sugarcane here. I'm gonna leave a little bit, like I'll leave all that stuff over there, but right here is where I want to start kind of like the little bridge that leads out into the water. So I'm gonna have birchwood slabs going right about here that'll lead out, and then I'm gonna branch off of there to all of the different buildings that I'm gonna have. And the buildings, I'm going to go ahead and make those out of jungle wood. So I have to get some jungle trees planted so I can get some of that. And I also have to get some birch wood as well. So that is the first thing I want to do. But before I do that, I want to go up here and show you the light that I put in. So I made some redstone lamps off camera, and I've now got a light up here in the lighthouse. I put 4 levers on top here that turns this on and off. So we've got the light up here. I don't really have any way of attaching it. I wanted to put like some chains or something up there to attach it, but because I have the levers there, I can't really do that. I could put the levers underneath here. That would probably work. So that way you can hang it from the top, and then you can still turn it on and off with the levers. But then you would see the levers underneath the light. So I just thought it'd be better to hide them up top. I also got some trapdoors here for the sheep pen, because the villagers were falling inside of here. So now it is nice and safe. You can walk on top of this and you can't fall in. And we can let the sheep out if we need to. Or I can also get access to the sheep as well to change the wool color. But let's go get some trees planted, because I need to get birchwood and jungle wood to make the buildings. Okay, so I've got all my wood, so I can start building the path. One of the things I just realized is there's like a bunch of fish and dolphins swimming around here now. It's actually going to be a really cool place to kind of set up this water village, because you have all the different water animals now. We've got all the dolphins, we got fish, and we've also got some turtles that really like hanging out over on the sand over there. So I might have to build something over to where the turtles like to hang out. Maybe they'll come and visit the village at some point. So I'm going to build a 4-block path out of birch. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to put 2 blocks here to walk on, and then the other 2 blocks are going to be fences. So I don't think you can actually put a fence on this block over here. So I'm going to have to make these solid blocks, which I do have some more birchwood here. I can turn these into solid blocks on the side. And that way we have a nice 2-block path to walk on, and the villagers can't fall in and drown. And I think this looks really nice, kind of having like the lower path and the upper path over here. You can't really walk on this, but I'm just gonna kind of build out this way with the full blocks, and then I'm gonna fill in the slabs afterwards. And the way this is going to work is all of the paths are going to be made out of birchwood, and then I'm going to build the actual houses out of the jungle wood. And then the fences, I'm going to try and use oak wood. I'm going to use like a variety of different woods for this. I don't have any fences on me at the moment, but I'm going to get some later and see how oak wood would look. Otherwise, I'll probably just go with birchwood again to match this. But I don't actually have a lot of birchwood at the moment. So I'm trying to use as much of the other types of wood as possible. I do have to get like a bunch of jungle wood. So I might actually have to go over to the jungle biome and collect up some wood over there. I'm probably going to do that off camera. But at least I can get started. So I've got 23 pieces of wood. That's not going to be enough to build an entire house. But I can at least build the general area of where it's going to go, like the supports. So I wanted to try and build supports all the way down to the bottom. But that's going to take a lot of wood. I've also got this shipwreck over here, which I'm not sure if I should get rid of the shipwreck and use it for wood, or if I should keep it here and just kind of have it as something to like look at, because it's kind of cool having a shipwreck right next to the village. And then there's where the turtles like to hang out. Looks like they're swimming now. I don't know if there's any turtles over here. It doesn't look like there's any turtles. Oh, there's one right there, but they're not in the sand. Alright, so I've got 36 slabs left. So I'm going to start building the path this way. I guess this is where the first building's going to go. So I'm going to build probably like 3 blocks out. And then right here is going to be the start of the building. I haven't really figured out if I want to build the floors out of birchwood or if I should do it out of jungle wood. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into slabs, because I'm going to need it anyways. So let's go ahead and turn this all into slabs. I'm going to go ahead and start by building the floor out of slabs for now. And then if I want to change it, I can later on. But the way this is going to work is I'm going to go probably like 8 blocks. How big are these buildings? Because I want them to be about the same size as these. Because this is a good size for the villager houses, because you can fit a bed, a job item, and a crafting table all in this one little house. So how many blocks is this? Alright, so I've just measured the house. It's 6 by 5. So how many blocks do I have here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go one more on this side, and then I'm going to go 5 blocks this way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to go back over here. And this will be the size of the house. Now, I want to get rid of the corners here, because I'm going to put the supports on the sides here. Or I could actually put the supports here, and then I can put like another block out here that kind of like goes around. I don't know if this is going to work, but we could have like a fence that goes around here, and then this will be like the supports that go up like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more jungle wood around here just to kind of see what this would look like if I were to have the supports going here and then have more jungle wood, and then I would put like some fences around here to like block in the whole building, because I could have these like open buildings. Because that could be another thing, is these are all, like, open. But the only thing with that is I don't know if the villagers would count this as a house if it's, like, out in the open like this. I'm not sure. I guess we could try it. I'll build, like, this one right here will be, like, an open house. I could turn it into, like, a water farm where I just, like, take all these blocks, turn it in the dirt, and then farm this area. Because that actually could be a pretty cool idea, having like a water farm out here. So if this house doesn't work for a villager house, then we'll just turn it into a farm. That's going to be the idea for this. This is going to be our first test. But otherwise, I'm just going to build the houses kind of like this one, where we're going to go 6 by 5 blocks. So this would be the actual house. So we'd put the bed there, put the job item right there, the crafting table here, and then this would be the door. So that would be how the house is set up. So I'm going to go ahead and build another one over here. So I'm going to have probably a total of like 6 or 7 houses out here, because I want a decent amount of houses. So I'm going to put the next one right next to this house or farm. Just depends on what happens. So I'm going to go 3 blocks out like this. Go another 3 blocks on that side. Oh, wait, I might have to build this out a few more because it needs to go 6 blocks. And I think this is way too close. All right, so I built a few more blocks out. So this should be far enough away to where I could put the house in. I don't have enough jungle wood to do it right now. But the next house that I wanted to do is I wanted to put them on that side. But there is the shipwreck there. So I might put one over here. I could put one over here. And then I could put another one like over there. And I could put 1 or 2 more out there. Because I could put one house there, another house over there, a house over there, and a house over there. So that would be about 4 houses over on that side. We would have 1 more over here, and then we've got this one. So that would be about 6 houses, 5 if I turn that one into a farm. So I think that's going to be a pretty decent water village. It's not going to be like as big as what's inside the wall. This is supposed to be like the outside village that's outside of the walls. I might even put like some other buildings like over there on like this land. I could even put like maybe something over by the turtles. Could build like a turtle house over there. But I think this is a pretty good start. And we've got these 2 buildings over here. I might even make another like beach house like over here. Because eventually I wanted to build a dock for these boats. Because I've got my boats over here that I use whenever I go traveling. So I wanted to build an actual dock so that I can leave the boats over at the dock instead of just leaving them out here in the open. So eventually I'm going to build that. Alright, so I've just slept. It is now morning. Let's see if the trees have grown. Looks like the jungle tree has not grown yet. And it doesn't look like the birch trees have grown either. Is there any skeletons around here? So I can get some bone meal? Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got any skeletons. So we do have this huge birch forest over here. So I can get a bunch of birch wood. So I'm going to chop down a few of these trees. And then I can at least finish the path for the village. And then next episode, I'm going to have a bunch more jungle wood. I'm going to go get some off camera. And I can start building a bunch of the houses. Alright, so I've got a bunch more birch wood. So before I keep building the path out, I want to build some markers for where the houses are going to go. So I'm going to build out like 6 blocks and then just kind of leave these here. So that way I know where the houses are going to be so that I can space these out properly. So I got 3 blocks there, so I'm going to go another 3 blocks over on this side. So these blocks right here, I'm going to leave the 2 blocks here so that I know that's going to be the side of that house. And then I'm going to go across to about here. I think should be a good distance away. I'm going to go 1 more block, and then I can build another 6 blocks over here. So I go 1, 2 on that side, and then go another 3 on this side. And now we've got, looks like, I think it's 4 blocks, maybe 5 blocks in between each house. Over here, there's definitely a lot more space over on this side. So I've got a bunch of birch wood now, so I can go ahead and fill in all of this. Oh, are the dolphins bring me back my wood that I've dropped? I think the dolphin just brought me some of the wood that fell in the water. Is there any more down here? I think that's all of it. But let's go ahead and put this slab back. I think this looks really good. The next thing I need to do is I need to put the house that's supposed to be over here. So I'm going to put it right here. So these 2 blocks here is going to be the path that goes out. Alright, so I've got that set up over there for that house. The next one I'm going to do is right across from here. So I'm going to go and build this out 3 blocks. So starting there, we're going to go 3 blocks like this. And now I just have to add the last house over here, which because this one's like all the way at the end, I might make this like the big house. We're gonna have like one big house all the way at the end. So I'm gonna build a few blocks over this way so we got plenty of room. So the next thing that I have to do now that I've got the path done is figure out how I'm gonna do the supports for this, because right now it's just kind of floating. So I wanted to connect this where I could put maybe like some fences that go all the way down. So that's what I'm going to use the rest of the birch wood for, is I'm going to build like some birch fences that goes down. So let's go over here to the crafting table, and I'm going to turn all this into wood. I'm going to turn all my oak wood here into sticks so that I can make a bunch of fences. So I want to go ahead and put in a bunch of supports for this path. Now, I don't really need too many. I just need like a few. So I'm just going to build these all the way down here with the birch wood. And it's not really too deep over in this area, but the further out we go, it's going to get deeper, which is not actually too much deeper. It's probably about 5 more blocks than it is here. So we'll go ahead and attach that. And then I'm going to put, well, these are going to have their own supports. So I don't really need to put any there. But I want to at least put like a 4-block support here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more fences in like this. This is going to go all the way down here. And this is already almost my stack of fences that I had. So I'm definitely going to need a lot more. Luckily, I've got a whole forest of birch trees that I can go and grab a bunch of birch wood at. And I've also got a helmet that has respiration on it, so I can actually swim down here a very long time. The only thing is it takes forever to break the blocks if you mess up. But I think it makes it look a lot better having the fences here. So let's go ahead and get rid of this one. And I'm going to do another one probably right over here. Don't really need too many supports. But I'm going to do another one that goes right here. Alright, so that's all the fences that I've got for now. But I'm going to do one more support there. And then I'm probably going to put one over here at the end. And that should be all that I need for this. So let's look at it from, like, over at one of these houses. See what it looks like. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot better having the supports there, so it doesn't look like it's just floating out there. And then I'm going to get these blocks right here are going to go all the way down to the bottom as well. So next episode, I'm going to start working on building the houses, and then I can also get started on building the fences as well. So I'm going to go and end the episode here, so make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.